Hi, I'm Lisa Nichols, and no matter what has happened in my life, I am a BraveHeart woman.
Welcome to Conversations with BraveHeart Women, an exciting new series of in-depth interviews with women who choose to be inspiration in action. Hosted by Ellie Drake and presented by BraveHeart Women TV. In the third program of the series, the spotlight shines on one of the stars of the successful DVD, The Secret, Lisa Nichols. Now, let's return to segment 3 of Ellie Drake and Conversations with BraveHeart Women.
Hi, I'm Ellie Drake with BraveHeart Women TV, back to continue my conversation with Lisa Nichols. Your work with teens, Lisa, what inspired that?
Well, primarily, I used to work with children and teens in Los Angeles, and whenever I got to a place where a child was 13, there was nothing for them. And then I remembered that when I was 13 and 14 and 15, I was very popular in school. I was captain of the track team, head of the cheerleading squad, editor of yearbook, but I didn't really love myself. But I can smile and make everyone believe that I was happy. Great mom, great dad. And I realized that there was a gap. There was a gap for our children. That when they get to 13, we pray for the next 8 years that they were okay when they turned 20, when they came out of it. And then I saw a bumper sticker, and it says, "Pray for me, my child's a teen." And I realized that we had given up on our children. That we, because of our lack of understanding, our lack of tools, not because we don't love them, but because we struggled through our teen years so much that we don't know how to help them. That I decided that if I didn't be a part of the solution, I couldn't complain about it. And so I started creating programs blindly for teens, and going into churches and asking, can I work with your teens? And they couldn't wait. Yeah, sure, work with them, have them. And I created a curriculum, and I started seeing that no matter what color, no matter what culture, no matter what religious background, no matter what economic status, that it worked. That I created a safe space for teens where they can fall in love with themselves, some for the first time, some falling back in love with themselves. And they can learn what integrity-based decisions look like. And they have what we call a safe space to talk about the things that doesn't feel good. I realized that in our school system, they had to learn math and science and English, but they didn't have to learn how to deal with an absent parent. They didn't have to learn how to deal with being touched inappropriately. They didn't have to learn how to deal with a parent that puts them down, or a sibling that it ran away, or the death of a family member unexpectedly. Nowhere in our school system were we equipped to teach teens how to deal with the emotional space of being a teen. And so I wanted to create that because I believed by the grace of God I got out. At age 19, I went into the bathroom and I had so much pain in my heart that I grabbed a bottle of pills. And I thought about committing suicide. I poured the pills in my hand. And I remember, Ellie, in that moment, I didn't want to die. I just wanted the pain to stop. And if the pain stopping was dying was the only way the pain could stop, then I was okay with that. But I just wanted the pain to stop. And so I remember falling on my knees, deciding not to do it, I wanted to live, not to do it. And I cried out and I said, God, if you get me through this dark time, if you get me through this dark season, I promise I'll reach back and I'll grab 10,000 teens or 10 million teens. Just get me through this dark time. And I realized that with everything I had, I was struggling. With everything I had, I needed guidance. With the great parents I had, I needed a safe space to talk about my body changing and looking for love in the arms of a man, and not understanding that I needed to love Lisa first. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I had to be the first example of what loving me looked like. I thought someone else could show me how to love me. No one told me that. And so I wanted to create the space that I needed the most. That's the bottom line. I just wanted to create the program that I needed the most.
And so you became a student of it yourself, and some of the best teachers are those who lead by example.
I became the wounded healer.
Wow.
I looked at the places that I needed the healing the most, and then I learned how to heal others in those areas.
Wow. Speaking of wounded healer, I'm sort of just getting inspired in this moment to ask you this question. Let's say you get on a plane and you land somewhere close to Darfur tomorrow, and you're standing in front of 1,000 women sitting in their little tents and campgrounds, what would you say to them?
Oh, I am your sister. And I walk every step with you. That I am your sister and that you are not alone. And you are so, and I'd look them in their eyes and I'd say, I love you and I believe in you.
And no matter what has happened in your life,
yes,
nothing and no one can penetrate or break your spirit.
No, it's not available. It's not available to be broken. It's only available to be inspired. That's it. And I would tell them, some parts of your journey you may have to walk alone. And know in those moments, I stand with you and I'm with you in spirit, no matter what.
When you look at your life, the next 20 years, what's your vision?
First,
yes,
is to be of service. To always be of service. Creating something greater than me for other people, other than myself. It can't just be about me. I asked for this life. I asked for God to use me.
You asked for this life?
I asked for this life.
How so?
I asked God to use me. Use me. Use me. I don't want to leave here with anything left. I want to give it all while I'm here. Use me. Use me to touch souls. Use me to have the uncomfortable conversations. Use me to be the example of embracing my truth out loud, no matter how uncomfortable I may feel while I do it. Use me. Use me as an instrument of possibility. Use me to show people how to crawl, walk, fly, soar. Use me. And then get me out of my way. Get me out of my way. Get me out of your way so that I can say yes and do it. So that's the first thing that I see, is I'm always going to be asked to be used. The next 20 years, I see myself in public service. Now, public service looks different for all of us. The way I'm doing it now could be one, through books, could be another, TV could be another. I don't necessarily need to know the medium. I just need to know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Not the how and the when, but the why.
Not the how and the when. That's faith.
Yes.
When you go, I don't know the how and the when,
yes,
but I know why.
You know
I know
why.
how. I know that I'm going to continue to touch people. I'm going to continue to pour into people. That I can guarantee you. How I'm going to do it, I don't necessarily know.
You have touched me. I know you'll inspire many who will watch this video. I want to thank you on behalf of all the women of the BraveHeart Women Global community for teaching us to lead in no matter what life. I'm Ellie Drake with BraveHeart Women TV. Be inspiration in action, no matter what. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching Conversations with BraveHeart Women. And remember, if you'd like to give your friends the gift of inspiration, simply forward this video program to the BraveHeart women in your life. And be sure to watch the next segment of this interview, as well as other empowering conversations available on braveheartwomen.com/TV.